everybody. We are at Blackrock, Hungary. Melanie Seymour. And this is Elena Budapest, the chief storyteller of 1 Million Women into Tech. We're so grateful to be here. And as I said earlier, usually I'm the only woman in the room. So to have a room full of women interested in technology and doing it, it's really special and so inspirational. It's the comment we get the most from experienced software engineers within the summer of code. And so thank you for being my host. I would love to take this opportunity to listen to your vision for women and mothers to technology, why you think it's important. You have free range, whatever you would like to send to the message to the world. The only request I would have is we do have women from 145 countries, many of whose first language isn't English. So please try, if you're using complicated terminology or financial language, please try to use some very simple English to then define it. Yes, thank you. All right. Can we have a round of applause, please?
So thank you everybody for coming, and thank you everybody who's watching this. I've always been passionate about diversity, and to me diversity is really about diversity of thought and behaviour. And I think especially in technology, we've spent too long having one type of mindset in technology. And whilst gender is not the only diversity we can have, I think having that gender balance in technology is really important. And coming to Budapest and setting up this office, those of you that have heard me say this before, I always wanted to have impact in the country. And one of the areas that I really believed that I personally and Blackrock could have impact was, how did we get more women involved in technology? And how did we get more women feeling that technology could be an opportunity for them? And what I've been looking at over the last few months with some external people as well is, how do we attract some of the women that are at home with children, looking at maybe a change of career when they go back to work, maybe thinking about, can they even go back to work, is there opportunities for them to do this now they've had children? And how do we help them retrain in some way in technology? And then, as though the gods came together, I was introduced to Iona. And I think the programme that she puts together is really a great opportunity for us to think about how we use some of this, both in the office with people we have in the office to help us retrain, but also to start reaching out, especially in Hungary, to some of the women that really would like to think about what are those opportunities for them, and how can we help empower them, how can we help them think about a career with and after children. So welcome to this first step of this. I'm sure this will not be the last time you hear me speak, because I hope that this becomes a longer term partnership. And good luck today, and speak to you all again.
All right. Are there any questions? We have a very, very senior female leader here, so this is your chance to ask. Please be the voice of all women watching.
Ask me anything.
I have a question for you, then I'll just raise a typical question, but I would really appreciate if you took off the Hungarian shyness and actually became the leaders that you are, really. Because we are doing a bit more than just ourselves. Like, this actually is your chance to become role models for other women. This is your chance to change the society that we're living in, to really change the disparity in equal pay. Like, this is our chance. Let's do it together. The most common question I get, maybe we can answer it together, is it actually possible to retrain? Is it possible to come from a completely business background or finance background or accounting? Is it possible, let's say in 9 months or a year's training, to become an attractive employee for someone like Blackrock?
So the way we're looking at hiring in this office is a little bit different to some of the ways we look across the rest of the world, in that my honest belief is, if you have the right mindset, the right behaviours and the right level of intellect, the rest of it is just stuff. in all of our daily lives, we are probably already doing things that are coding in some ways. We all use, most of us in this room have probably used Excel. We've probably written even a very simple formula in Excel. That's coding. As women, we're very good at balancing lots of things and working out in our own heads how to solve 37 problems at once. That's coding. So I think it's very easy to take that word, an engineer, a coder, technology, as it's big and scary and it's something that you will have had to have been chipped at birth to learn how to do that. But I honestly believe we're all capable of learning anything. And it's just the desire to learn, the mindset to not be scared to try, and the acceptance that you're probably going to fall over a few times and you won't be brilliant at it first time round. But if you keep trying and keep getting up again, you will probably be better coders than people that have been doing it all their lives.
Nice. And we will actually feature one of your engineers, or she, later on we will live cast. She finished a degree in hospitality management, did a year practice, I think in a hotel, decided it wasn't for her. She took the time to train herself, and she is now a member of your engineering team, and a very good one, I'm told.
Yeah.
So we'll have her and her boss also maybe tell us that story so that you can see it. I've seen it, of course, because I've taught 3 years and many of my bootcamp students are now at Google or Facebook, so I've seen it's possible, but it's one of the biggest questions from there. Alright, that's my question. Any other ones? Yeah. Going?
I'm not sure, I didn't formulate the question, but I had some thoughts.
Yes.
That's fine.
Please say your name, at least first name.
I'm Marina,
Marina.
and there are so many resources everywhere,
Mhm.
and even within Blackrock, but because there are so many, you're just frustrated and you don't know where to start. And I was just thinking, again, I just said I didn't formulate the question.
That's fine.
But how
Just
to balance, so how to find a starting point or something?
That's a very good question. I think you have to have a crystal clear goal, and then you can break it down into a plan. So the problem of, yes, I like this kind of resource, and I'm gonna try it, doesn't really work if your goal is to have a career in it. It's good for hobby. So if you try, I don't know, tutorial site A, MOOC B, and course C, then you end up you have this illusion of progress, and you are learning something, but you aren't actually building some skills. So what we've been talking about, and usually what my approach is that you need to pick a specific role that you're training for, and then you break down from there. And it's actually, the basics are the same no matter which language you choose. So those are number strings, booleans, if-else statements, and loops. And that doesn't change across any computing. And then what does change is within that particular technology, so we teach Python and JavaScript, what's the newest version, what's the newest framework. So Python, you want to go 3.6.5 currently. If you're doing JavaScript, then I don't know, you want to pick the newest version of Node, and you want to be working in VB8 engine in Chrome. So you want to make sure that you know the language specifics, and that way you know, okay, I'm going to be a junior front-end engineer, I'm going to be a junior Python engineer, we just go for that. There are lots of books, and then you can pick which learning method works best for you. Do you like books? Do you like tutorials? Do you like one-on-one mentoring? Do you like a mix of those? Then it's quite clear, and you don't have to waste time choosing, and you have sort of a learning plan. Does that help?
Yeah, somewhat. It's just that it's difficult to know what's the end goal when you don't know anything.
And that's very good. That's very true. That's why you have people like.
Yeah, but I also think, especially with coding, if it's something you've never done before, it doesn't harm just to take a language like JavaScript and just try it and see, because it won't be for everybody. It's not something, and again, that's not failure. It's something that lots of people think, oh, I'd really like that, and it actually would bore you to death when you try to do it. So I think if you really don't know, you're just interested and think this could be something I may like, and I think JavaScript is a good one.
I think the entry point is easy.
Is a good entry point, and just do some things in it. Do a tutorial. See if it I've got this new thing that I'm using lots of. Does it make your eyes sparkle?
I like that. Does it make your eyes sparkle?
Because we should all be doing lots of things that make our eyes sparkle.
I agree.
And if you do it and you don't, within like again, some of you have heard this story before. I'm quite a geek with Excel. So when I'm stressed, I open up spreadsheets. Yeah. Everyone always, so anyone who works for me, if you ever walk past my screen and there's Excel, that means I'm stressed. But I know my eyes start sparking because I start writing formula and then I'm like, oh, I love this, I love this, I love this, I love this. So I think it's that, try it, and if it excites you, it makes your eyes sparkle, then it probably is something. If it feels like you're back at school doing your worst subject and it's like, then it probably isn't for you.
Thanks.
Awesome. First round of applause for the first question. Any other questions? This is your chance. Yes. Please say your name.
I think a really important part of the summer of code is mentoring. So does Blackrock have some kind of mentoring system? Do you think it is important?
Totally. I personally, I have somebody at the end that will tell you how important mentoring is to me. I probably at any one time have about 30 people I mentor. Because from people that are first year university students through to very senior leaders. And Blackrock has a big culture of mentoring. That as Blackrock we believe that mentoring is a really big thing, and not just senior junior mentoring. I think peer mentoring is as important as senior to junior mentoring. I think you learn as much from the people around you. And the other thing we've started doing quite a lot of is reverse mentoring. So a lot of our senior leaders sit with junior people and are mentored by the junior person. And from a technology perspective, all of the very senior leadership in Blackrock, we all got an email asking us if we would like to be mentored by an analyst, so someone who's probably first, second year on technology. So all of us have been given a mentor on technology who's someone probably 30 years younger than us. So yeah, mentoring, I agree, mentoring is a big thing. But I think mentoring can be many different things. I think it's very easy to think that mentoring is this very formal, and you have a mentor and you meet them every month and you're going to sit down in a very formal setting. Mentoring can be as simple as walking past someone's desk and saying, could you just look at this for me? Or I think we get too caught up in a word and therefore don't realise that we're probably all mentoring each other and being mentored every day. And that what we've tried to create here is an environment where collaboration, feedback are just part of what we do. So I think people here are probably mentored all the time, a lot of the time without even knowing it.
Great question, Patrick. Thank you. Round of applause. All right, there will be question and answer afterwards as well. Thank you so much for this
Not at all.
opportunity and the generosity.
All enjoy and eat the pizza.
And we will.
I've got feedback on the pizza because it's a new supplier.
I'll shake your hand. All right.
Tradition.
She's doing happy now. All right, I think. Okay, I think if you're okay, what I would do is I will switch over to the computer. So if you're watching, you can go to the one that we had published earlier, that YouTube video. I'm gonna connect my streaming, and we can get started with the installations if you're interested. Yeah, we would like to hope to install the newest Python version and the newest Node version on our computers. We don't know whether it will be smooth or not, because this is the desk rehearsal, so thank you for being here. But we have senior technologists and myself, and we will do our best. I also think it's okay if we grab the pizza now, because it's kind of cold before it gets really cold. So maybe we'll take 10-15 minutes, and then we will start. Okay, let's give ourselves a round of applause. Thank you.
Yeah.